Hey guys, Outdoor Enthusiast 88 here again, and today we're doing an unboxing and initial review of a new Taurus firearm. This is more of a budget firearm. It's more of a budget company really. Mixed reviews on this company. This is actually my first Taurus firearm, so we're going to test it out. Right now we're going to do an unboxing, kind of see my initial thoughts on what it looks like right outside the box. And right now it is September of 2017, and Taurus, on their Model 85 series, that's the stainless, the matte black, as well as the ultralights, and I believe like the Poly Defender or something, has $40 off right now for a rebate. I think they send you like a Visa gift card. So these cheap budget revolvers that seem to work well are already going to be knocked down another 40 bucks. So I picked one up, and I want to say actually right out the door, I got out the door about $250, so we're looking at about $210 out the door after I get a rebate back. That's really good for a good quality 38 Special snub nose. So let's dive in. So real basic box, kind of reminds me of like Smith & Wesson, nothing fancy, right? Just Taurus. Got the little Taurus little bowl there. That's pretty much all that's on the outside. You open it up. Taurus revolvers. Made in Brazil. If you didn't know that, they're actually out of Miami, Florida, but made in Brazil. This one, of course, is just a generic little 44 Special on there. You got your little instructions, takedown. Revolvers are not as complicated as semi-automatics, but of course there is still a lot of moving parts in them. This is actually my first revolver, so it's a good kind of budget one to start, and I will be doing a full review and probably even a torture test of this, so stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, hit that button below. Here she is. Again, real basic padding, basic packaging. Little plastic bag. Before we dive in, I'll show you what else is in here. So you got the little ring that comes in inside the cylinder. I took it out when we first got it at the store, and the clerk also checked to make sure it was unloaded, that kind of thing. Let's see, lifetime repair policy. That's a pretty good deal. You have these dumb keys. I'll show you what they're for, but they're little hex keys that are made. They look like hex keys with holes in them that are made to actually lock the firearm with an internal lock. Some kind of dumb safety laws that some of the states require. That's it in the box. I mean, it's real basic, no cleaning kit. Obviously no spare mags, right? I mean, what are we gonna do with a mag? So here she is, plastic bag. Taurus Model 85, it's in stainless. And let's see, this is actually the model, I believe, 85FS. Let's see, what was the actual model number here? 850029FS. Taurus Model 85 revolver in 38 Special plus P. Not 357, but it will be able to handle plus P, which is a little more stout load. For any of you guys who don't know what that is yet, we'll talk some specs here before we talk about the actual firearm. So it actually has a 2-inch little barrel right there. You can see it's right about there. 2-inch barrel. Has a matte stainless steel finish. Not chrome, not shiny, kind of a matte color to it. This is the full weight actual stainless steel version they have at 22.2 ounces. I was debating whether or not to get the ultra light, and I chose not to because I'm not going to be, if I do carry this, I'm not going to be carrying it often. I'm actually just using this to kind of have my first revolver and kind of test it out, have something to plink on the range with, and a heavier revolver is a better shooter for sure. I mean, the ultralights you'd really have to train with. It's kind of like the Ruger LCP2, very snappy, and 38 Special is not exactly a really potent round. However, it's still really snappy in a light frame, and we save about 4 ounces going with ultralight, but this right here is 22.2 ounces for the full steel. Looking at 6.5 inches total length, rubber overmold kind of Hogue-esque grips with a nice little thumb rest there. You see that fits the hand really well. You'll see the pinky kind of holds over just a hair, but it should help with firing. Real gritty feeling firearm. I hear that Taurus, in part of the ways they shave costs, they actually do not oil or like kind of clean up the firearm much. They kind of just throw packing grease on it. Still has grit in there from building the firearm, manufacturing the parts. Let's see what else we got. Fixed sights. See that there? And if you have a well-trained eye, you can see my first problem with this firearm and why it is a budget firearm. Look at that front sight for a second. Kind of tilted to the left a little bit, isn't it? Well, you ain't wrong. Check that out. Less here than there, just a hair, but I've seen this in multiple reviews that the barrel is actually, when it's torqued down to the factory, it is not tightened down to line up very, very well. Now, will it affect accuracy? No. I mean, you can line it up still, but you can tell it's tilted to the left just a hair. Other issue I've noticed, beyond the fact that there's grit all over this thing, you can see right up in there. There is, see all that shiny stuff? That's all just grit and crap from the factory. Gonna probably clean this before we hit the range. This plunger actually is real sticky too. Other problem, all these edges are really sharp. I've seen in some of the reviews that a lot of the more higher end revolvers actually kind of shave down and round off some of these parts here to help extract rounds as well as put new rounds in. So the 5-shot revolver here needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Some sharp edges there kind of save on the manufacturing process. Let's see, actually I did buy some ammunition for it. I tell you, 38 Special is slim pickings these days, guys. I went to Walmart, picked up a couple of Remington boxes. Not my favorite rounds to use, however they do work, and I haven't had any problems with Remington, so 38 Special FMJ 130 grain, 38 Special 125 grain, soft jacketed hollow points. Hollow points. I don't know why I said hollow, but hollow. Here you go right here. So that's what they look like. Look at that. So we got the soft jacketed hollow points, plus P rated, a little more potency there, and then you get the jacketed hollow point, just the regular full metal jacket. So that being said, guys, those are the two things I've noticed with this firearm. I think that the barrel being off is kind of weird. I think it's a little sharp here for the rounds. I haven't obviously put any rounds in there. I don't have any dummy rounds. However, I think the trigger, let's see. It's not bad. I mean, it does stack a little bit, which means basically as you pull it, it gets harder and harder and harder and then just breaks and releases. Real nice when you pull it back. I like, look, the shape of the trigger guard too. Has a nice kind of wide angle for the trigger to go down all the way. See that? Now there are no safeties, plenty of room for your finger though. There are no safeties on here except that heavy trigger pull. You're not going to just pull this, you know, grabbing it, especially if you're in a holster, like a pocket holster or an in the waistband, which I might get. You're not just going to pull this by accident. So that's good. You actually push this forward. I don't know if we talked about this, but you push this forward. Sometimes you have to push in, sometimes you flip up, sometimes you pull back. This one's actually a push forward. Cylinder pops out, ejects your rounds. See how sticky that is? Got to clean this up, smooth it out. I do here shooting it and using it, plus cleaning it's going to really help out with these. Close it up nice. It does not spin very well. A lot of times you'll be able to spin these really well. All right, guys, so that's it for the unboxing initial review. So those are my thoughts kind of going out. I have not shot this before. I have shot some of the other larger 357 Taurus models, some Smith & Wessons and things like that, but I have not shot this particular Model 85. So we're gonna go to the range and I'm gonna do a full review on it, maybe some torture tests. We'll see how this cheap budget revolver holds up. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you have any questions below. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and have a good one.